my hairbrush, please.
Unmute dong.
Okay, sorry. At the end of your life, what do
Lipstick
you
done.
think you'll regret more? The chances you took or the chances you never took? Most people don't regret working one more hour. They regret the moments they missed, the dreams they never pursued, and opportunities they let pass by.
My
And
lipstick.
our
No,
life,
hairbrush.
and we are live. Good evening from my side, of course. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever part of the world you are. Of course, it is afternoon in Australia, and good morning, Philippines, and some part of Australia, it's still morning. Guys, this is Ryan Alexander Lim. I'm the host for today's BizDoc Digital Business Owner Live Talk, guys. I'm Ryan Alexander Lim. I am a registered nurse by profession, all the way from Lapu-Lapu, originally from Lapu-Lapu, Cebu, but we are currently here in Pennsylvania, USA. So life moves faster than we realize. One day, we're planning for someday. The next years have gone past by. That's why living with purpose is so important. Purpose gives direction to our decision. It helps us prioritize what truly matters instead of simply reacting to life's demand. Today, I want to ask you a simple but powerful question. What do you never want to regret? Okay, so that is our $1 million question, guys, or that's our $1 million topic, guys. But of course, our first question, our first guest, sorry, guys, our first guest is all the way from the Philippines. General Santos. Atife, your $1 million question, Atife, is well, when you look back on life, what do you hope you'll be most proud of? Go ahead, Atife. Unmute yourself.
Thank you, Dong. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning from the Philippines, from General Santos City, Philippines. Good afternoon, good evening on the other side of the world. I hope everyone is well. I am Pe, the face behind Petty Bus Lifestyle Business Page. I'm a mother of two, a wife, a retiree, a daughter to aging parents, a retired health worker from the Philippines. Yes, retired, but definitely not tied. And I am now a proud digital business owner. Okay, for my question for this morning, when you look back on life, what do you hope you'll be most proud of? When I look back on my life, I hope I will be most proud that I live my life with purpose, not just for myself, but for the people I love and for the people I was able to touch along the way. I hope I can look back and say that I was a good wife, a loving mother, and a daughter who did her best to be there for her parents. For me, family has always been very important. I know I haven't done everything perfectly, but I tried my best to be present, to support my family, and to help whenever I could. And honestly, one of the reasons I decided to start again after retirement was because I began asking myself some important questions. With the rising cost of living, how far will my pension take me? Will what I have today be enough for tomorrow? I still want to continue supporting my aging parents financially while I can. I also want to help my children in meaningful ways, not because I want them to depend on me, but because I want them to be able to contribute and support when I can. And most importantly, I don't want to become a financial burden to my children someday. Instead, I want to do my best to build something that can become a legacy for them, something they can benefit from and enjoy long after I'll be gone. That's one of the reasons I never allowed retirement to become the end of my story. After working for 40 years, I retired at 60, and I thought retirement means it was time to slow down and simply enjoy life. And yes, I believe we should enjoy retirement. We should have time for our family, our health, our faith, and the simple things that bring us joy. But as time passed, I realized something. I still have dreams. I still have something to learn, and I still have something to give. That's what led me to start my digital business at 65. Was it easy? Honestly, it was not easy. I had doubts. I had fears. Technology was not something I was comfortable with. There were moments when I asked myself, can I really do this at my age? But I decided that I did not want fear to make the decision for me. So I started learning one step at a time. And that journey has taught me something very important. We are never too old to learn, to grow, or to begin again. Today, I'm still learning, I am still growing, and I'm still discovering new possibilities. And when I look back someday, I hope my greatest pride won't simply be about how much money I've made or what I have achieved. I hope it will be knowing that I used the life and the opportunities God gave me in a meaningful way, that I love my family, that I serve with purpose, that I keep learning, that I never give up on myself, and that I did not just count the years of my life, but I made the years count. For me, that would be a life I could truly be proud of, a life well lived. That's all for me now. Thank you. Thank you, Dom Ryan. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ate Fe. Retired but not tired. Sakto, tinuod yun na Ate Fe, no, nga kuan. And I'm so proud of you, Ate Fe, kay kaan good, grabe yun ang, maski retired at grabe yun ang kadasig sa pagkuan aning digital business. And I love what you said that you don't want to be a burden. I think that is, mao gyud na atong legacy sa atong children. If we are starting a digital business, itong legacy is dili ta ma-burden nila because we have this while we are retiring. This will serve as our retirement plan also. So thank you so much. Now let's move on to France and let's have Sis Jeannie. Sis Jeannie, your $1 million question is, what is one regret you've turned into a valuable lesson? Go ahead, Ate.
Okay, mayong buntag, mayong adto, mayong hapon, mayong gabi sa atong mga viewers o mayadlaw sa akong mga kauban diri. Ako diri si Jeannie, usa ka Pilipina niya sa France na puyo, a working mom of 3 and working in childcare and running a digital business on the side. Og salamat kaayo, thank you for having me and I'm so happy nga naka-appeal ko sa atong live session karong adlaw. And just like many of the overseas working parents, I know the challenging kayo between kaning to balance work, family, and to reach our goals, diba? And thank you so much sa $1 million question. And my $1 million question is, what is one regret you've turned into a valuable lesson? So ang usa sa valuable lesson, usa ka regret nga nahimong valuable lesson para nako is kanang katong dugay ko naghuwat sa panahon dugay ko naghuwat nga to fully trust myself na kaya po din nako mohimo og usa ka importanteng butang beyond my job. Kay for many years, because I was employee mindset pa ko sa una, ingon gyud ko nga basta I work harder and kugi lang ko na ko'y trabaho, it's enough for my future. Well, of course, I am grateful sa akong trabaho no kana ko sweldo, pero one thing I realized nga working harder, it's always it doesn't always mean nga more freedom. So ang akong moment, wake up call gyud nako adtong pandemic kay I became partly unemployed o I was hospitalized for 1 week. So nakaingon gyud ko, nakapangutana ko, nakapamalando nga, what if ugma mawad-an kog trabaho, fully 100% unemployed, o tungod what if sa akong health issue di na ko makatrabaho. So mao toy mga pangutana gyud nga naka-push nako nga mangita ko og paagi na to do something different, something new, na and I discovered this business. So, wa ko'y background, wa ko'y knowledge, nya I'm an introvert, nya daghan kog mga pangutana, napay self-doubts, I was scared. Pero nagpadayon gyapon ko, I jumped in, and little by little, I learn, and one step at a time every day. So, instead nga magpabilin ko sa regret o akong comfort zone, ako silang gihimo nga motivation to find or to push myself mangita og paagi. So sa mga nananaw nato karon, usa sa mga valuable lesson nga akong mai-advise sa inyo as sa akong experience is, your regrets don't have to control your future, but they can be the reasons to finally take action. So ayon naghuwata nga ang kinabuhi mismo mo push nimo nga kanang i-push ka sa life situation nga mangita kag paagi. Ayon naghuwat ana, do something today. Act now, mag-ready na ka while you still can. Ang imong health og na kay salary pwede nimong gamiton part sa investment, di ba? Kay it's better to do it now than saying later, one day moingon niya ka nga, ay may pag ako tong nasugdan, no? Ako tong gibuhat. So, if you're watching right now and you're still thinking, magwat pa ako sa perfect time, remember this, perfect time can never, what if perfect time, di na siya moabot, no? But today can be the day you choose to start. Thank you so much. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thank you so much, Ate Jean. Tinuod bitaw na no nga kanang bitaw magsigag procrastinate. So wala gyud perfect time. You are 100% correct, Ate Jean. So that's why for those of you nga nangita gyud og legit business, mao na gyud ni kay kung siya, if you are living in the US, kaya kako naman ko sa US karon, it is tax registered gyud. So nindot tong giingon Ate Jean nga start now. Kay you don't need to know everything about this business. So ahong kasulti, learn as you go along. Mo na nakanindot ani nga digital business. Thank you so much, Ate Jean. Now let's move on to our third guest all the way from Australia, our new coach in the house. Ate Riza, your $1 million question is, why do you think so many people postpone the life they really want? Go ahead, Ate. Unmute yourself, te. Unmute yourself.
Salamat kung Ryan. Sorry, ako na mayong buntag, mayong gabi, mayong udto. Inyong tanan og salamat sa mga baggiitang bisdak nga mo share sa ilang mga knowledgeable nga mga opinion para ang uban makahibalo. So ako si Risa, nagpuyo ko diri sa Australia for nearly 13, 12 years. Usa ko ka healthcare worker, same year also. So ang akong anak upat ka buok. So sa kadugay nako diri sa Australia, nako diri sa Australia namling yung kog paagi nga unsaon nako pagtabang akong pamilya. So ang akong $1 million nga question, salamat sa question, why do you think so many people postpone the life they really want? Salamat kaayo ana nga question. Sa ako nga experience, daghang kayo nga mga tao karon nga many people are not short of dreams. They are short of belief. They wait for the perfect time, more money, more confidence, or fewer responsibilities. The problem is those perfect conditions rarely arrive. Talagsaon lang yun na mo abot ng perfect, mostly dili gyud perfect. I understand this because I live that life. When I come to Australia from the Philippines, I believe working hard would not enough, working hard. So I don't pick any days as long as I earn, I spent many years working in the healthcare, doing long shifts, looking after my family, and putting my own goals aside. I keep telling myself, one day when my lives get easier, I will start. But it doesn't happen. Then I ask myself a difficult question is if nothing changes, where I will be in 5 years from now. That question changed my thinking. I realized I did not need to know everything, just what they said na dili na kailangan nato nga masabtan tanan ba, kailangan lang nato before taking the first step nga kailangan nato mo move even a small step, because you don't need to know everything. I needed the willingness to learn, to grow, and to take small action. Small step taking consistently led to progress. So, maon akong gibuhat adtong 2021, nag-join ko ani kahit wala ko experience. So, today, I still work, I still have responsibilities, and I still face challenges. The difference is I stopped waiting for the perfect moment. I started building something alongside of my job, one step at a time with the guidance and support. Just like this, you can see we have 10% or here, and we are helping each other. If you have been putting your dreams on hold, I want you to leave. I want to leave this question to you. What is one thing do have you have been waiting to start, and what is stopping you from taking the first step today? So that question, I hope you can relate that one, that nobody stop. You're the one who decide your next step. Take one step at a time, and even how slow are you or how fast are you, as long your destination is, you only have one destination. Reach your goal and believe yourself, and that's all. Thank you. Back to you, Dong Ryan.
Okay, thank you so much, Teresa. Mo bitan og ingon no nga the first step to become successful kay you have to believe in yourself kay kung mo ilain gyud mo believe kung di ka mo believe sa yourself di gyud ka mag-successful. So that's the first step. So gingon pa ni Teresa nga nganong daghang mo postpone kay again parihara pag gingon nga nag-wait gyud na sa perfect moment which will never come. So that's why there is that cost of waiting good. So for those of you guys who are watching us right now, watching our live or even the replay, how you masulti, imagine yourself 3 years from now, 5 years from now, if you take action, if you build this business and you become successful, imagine your life. What could be your day? Maro gid ang masulti. So, ayong pagdugay-dugay, kay wa may tabo kung sige ra mo anak trabaho, that will be the same life report after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years. Thank you for that, Teresa. Now let's move on to our next guest. Again, Australia land down under. How has becoming an entrepreneur changed your priorities? Sis Louise, the floor is yours. You forget to mute ganina.
Oh, I apologize. My God, guys. Sorry about that. Maayong
It's
adlaw
okay, sis.
sa tanan. Salamat, sir. Hello, hello. Kumusta mo diha tanang Bisaya? Hi there. It's me, Luisa. Di ako diri sa Sydney, Australia, but originally from Leyte, Philippines. I'm a wife and a passionate assistant nurse. And I'm a proud digital business owner. My God, guys. This next month, 5 years na ko niyaning business. Casual ko sa akong job, which is good. Kasi I used to work 3 jobs pero karon casual na jud and part-time in this business. So sir, to answer that question, how has becoming an entrepreneur changed my priorities? It changed jud because becoming an entrepreneur didn't just shift my priorities, but it's also sharpened them. 'Cause before, I used to focus on finishing my tasks, enjoying my evenings, and keeping life predictable. So in short, work and home ra jud ko. Mostly jud na work 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 kitang mga Filipinos mga hardworking man jud. Pero karon since I've started this business, my priorities revolve around what keeps the business alive and growing. And karon as well, having this business completely change everything. Na shift na jud ang ako priorities. Even when people ask me why I don't become a registered nurse, I used to study back then nga nung ako nagpa-register, mayingon jud ko. Because before, I keep on holding, I don't know, because I was so really nang burned out jud ba. But then when the business came, na-change jud, mayingon jud ko nga, gusto man gani ko magpa-register, but pero my priority now is this business, because you know why? Because I see results, mao jud na naka-change sa akong mind. And another big reason would be why I keep doing this is the time freedom that I really enjoyed for the last couple of 5 years or 4 years, and more than 4 years now, and the financial flexibility. Because before, we always think na work graduate, or because you only because I used to work 3 jobs but now only 1 job. Oh, murag kanira jud nga makapa murag na kapabati nimo ka ng ahon ba sa kalisod. I would say, but now, no, the time freedom I really enjoyed, na dili lang jud na only work, you're only relying your 1 job, but also you have another, side hustle, which I do it online. So honestly, it blows my mind, especially kung nabitaw kay kanang another ding 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 green thing sa imong account, no, pero malipay jud ka ba. So my life, my choices, and my future feels different now. And this business has become a priority I'm proud of. And I also, priority na jud na quality of life, and that's what we wanted, right? So the rest is ang rest as well, from working hard, mo lang to nga na burnout ko sa una. For me, I am living the best of my life right now. So you see, entrepreneurship jud is forces you to think bigger. Dili lang jud nga sa worker jud ka, not because you're chasing success, but because people depend on you, and your vision depends on you as well, and of course your future depends on choices what you make today. So that's all for me, sir. So I hope you see, or you can relate from me, guys. Salamat, sir. Thank you very much.
So much, Sis Luisa. Relate with Sis Luisa, because for me also, this business gives us those mindset of having a work-life balance. Di lang nga sige work, kay kita ba yung mga nurses, no, kanang kanang very hardworking gyud nga maski masakit ang atong mga likod, fight gyapon para lang sa dollar. But right now, when you become a business owner, we look at our long-term goal, we look up after our health, and we look up after our wealth, na dili lang ang money, all the money, but of course the health, and of course relationship with the family. So very important, good. So thank you for that, Sis Luisa. But before we'll go to the next guest, guys, allow me to shout out some of our viewers for tonight. Watching from New York, thank you so much, Noy Jose. Wow, very good. And who else? Watching from Bislig City, thank you so much, Ate Naifel. See you later, Ate Naifel. And isa pa yung mga kuan. Hi, Che, watching from New York. Si Noy Jose siguro ni ang mentor ni Che. Okay? Salamat. Pagimanjilang siyang ma'am. Uy, what is this one? Happy
That's
weekend.
Bahasa.
Bahasa. Okay. So good. That's a good one. Thank you so much, Fauzia Noor. Thank you so much for the happy weekend. Pero niap ako sa church on duty. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. To our 3 million viewers for today, thank you for watching. Now let's move on to our next guest. All the way from si
Philippines.
Okay, from the Philippines, Ate Chet Cosilio. Your $1 million question, Ate Chet, is what does living with purpose mean to you? Go ahead. Unmute yourself, Ate. Unmute yourself, Ate. Sleep ka lang ng microphone, Ate.
Okay, so I'm here in the Philippines, in Cebu, Philippines. So hi to the whole world. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. So I am Chet Pacquiao Costello. So I was actually an OFW, English instructor abroad. So I was in the state as a G1 teacher before, but then I decided to retire early, very, very early at the age of 50 because I want to have more time with my family. So my purpose actually, so when I was young, my purpose is to share my talent to the youth because I'm a teacher. And then I work abroad. But in working abroad, I realized I was too far with my family. So I decided to go back to the Philippines and be with my kid. I have only one daughter, and with my husband, and focus on family. Because if I'm not going to do that, I don't know what would happen. Maybe it could be a broken family. So go back to the question of what is the purpose. So my purpose now is so different. It's not the purpose that I had before because it's more on how I could be of service to the people that I love, to the people that I care, to even to those I don't know, but I could be a help to them. So when I found this business that was last year, then I realized that I think this online business can give me the opportunity to be also a service to help others. So that is my purpose now. So my purpose it's more on how I can help others also to would say to have a business that they don't have to be tied up in an office or they don't have to invest much because there are actually people out there who wanted to have a business but they don't know what to sell, they don't know how to start because mostly if you put a business it's really very expensive. We will be talking about millions. We will be talking about a lot. But the kind of business that I have, the opportunity that I have, it's not actually investing in millions. It's very affordable. So aside of having a purpose of giving love, showing love, taking care of my family, then I found now a new purpose where I can able to help those struggling moms because I know it's not really easy to work a 9 to 5 job. I I I was there before. You know when you're so tired and you don't even have the chances to bond with your family, you will just sleep after work because you are so very tired, especially the nurses working abroad. I have I have a lot of friends and even relatives who were working as nurses in the US. And then I know that though they receive good salary, but it's not actually enough. They really work and work and work hard. They're grinding so hard. And then seems like we don't have no time anymore for the family. So this kind of business, this online business is an opportunity for me to create a purpose where I can guide, where I can mentor on how others can shine and be given also a financial opportunity, will be given also a chance to be have more time with their family. So that is my realization. That is my purpose as this time. So back to you, Ryan.
All right. Thank you so much, Ate Chat. Wow, a fresh face in this Bisdak Go Live. Thank you so much, Ate. And yeah, to all teachers out there, and of course, nurses came, but not only nurses and teachers, guys, any professional. So if you're tired of grinding the 9 to 5 for nurses, it's 12 hours grind for nurses. If you're tired niya, ang mabilin na lang kay imong tired na self, di nakakadua-dua sa imong mga anak, di nakakabanding sa imong mga anak, look for a way. This is a perfect solution for you. So kindly connect with all the people here, whoever you are following, connect with these people, guys. These are very good mentors, guys. I'll assure you. Okay, next one. Now, our next guest is all the way from the Philippines, Bohol, Philippines. Ate Mersad, your million-dollar question is, how do you decide what deserves your time and attention? Go ahead, Ate.
Hi, maayong udto everyone. I'm Merced here. I'm live here in Bohol, Philippines. Merced Kasing-Kasing. I am a mother of now is 11-year-old, going 12. A civil engineer by profession and proud digital business owner. Been in the business for quite some time na. So, thank you for having me here. Ang question for today is, how do you decide what deserves your time and attention? Okay, how do you decide? So, kabalo ba mo, daghan kaayo og butang nga pwede nato buhaton every day, pero ang pangutana is, unsa man gyud ang angay tagaan sa atong oras ug attention. Okay? For me, simple ra akong gi-follow. First, I ask myself, does this align with my purpose, with my long-term goal? Kung dili siya makatabang sa akong long-term goals or sa life na gusto na ako matukod, dili ko dali-dali maingon og yes sa mga opportunities. Okay? So second, will this create value? Dili lang para sa ako, pero para pod sa akong pamilya o sa mga taong akong matabangan. Kay kung ang imong gibuhat adunay positive impact, worth it gyud na ang atong time or ang imong time. And third, ang opportunity bani or distraction lang. So usahay busy ka ita pero dili di ay ta productive sa atong gipangbuhat. Not everything that demands our attention deserves our attention. So nindot kaayo ang giingon ni si Warren Buffett. Really successful people say no to almost everything. Imagine now, really successful people say no to almost everything. Kay every time moingon ka yes sa usa ka butang, automatic nga moingon spud ka og no sa lain. So, to be intentional, let's protect our time, let's protect our focus. Kay ang atong future will be shaped by what we consistently give our time and attention to. So we remember, where our attention goes, life grows. So we have to choose wisely. All right? Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ate Merced. That is so powerful, powerful words from Ate Merced. So, guys, take a look at this. If you are looking for a business that will not take much of your time, have our business, because our business have a proven automated system that works even while you sleep. So, mapatay giingon ni Warren, no? Isa pa na sa Warren. So, what I love about our digital business, guys, is the system that we have, and it is really masterfully crafted. It's like a franchise style of business. So, if you're looking for something di na mo ganahan nga mo start from scratch, this business is 90% done for you. All you have to do is the 10%, which is very easy, guys, which is very doable, even if you are working full-time job. So, matigiyon natin Merced, be passionate. If you are just passionate for your goal, if you are passionate for your desire and your dream, go after it. So this business could be the key to your dream. Thank you so much, guys. And now let's move on to our next one, all the way from Australia. Oh, tama ba? Si Ate Jonah. Wait, guys. Yes, Ate Jonah. Ate Jonah is from Australia. So your $1,000,000 question today is, what small choice has had the biggest positive impact on your life?
Hello, mayong buntag, mayong gabi, mayong udto, mayong adlaw sa inyong nga tanan. I'm not fluent in Visaya, but my mama is here in my background. She's here visiting Australia, and I'm glad I'm gonna have a backup because she's the Cebuana one from Mualbual. Hello to everyone who doesn't know me yet. This is my second in BISDAC. I'm originally from Philippines. My name is Jonah Williams, residing here in New South Wales, Australia for over 34 years. I am a midwife by trade, but I keep my work here in Australia since we settled down here. As assistant in nursing, I'm a team leader. I've been working as a nurse for almost 27 years. And I've been in the business since 2023, but due to the responsibilities, I work 4 jobs just to be able to, keep the heads up and support my family in Philippines, and obviously my family here in Australia. I'm a mom of one and a grandma of one, and I'm lucky to have a daughter. So she's here in Australia as well. To answer the question, my question was, what small choices has had the biggest positive impact on my life? Yes, choosing to back myself even in a tiny way. Every time I look a small step instead of waiting to feel ready. I thought, yeah, I work so many hours, like for example, I work like 60 hours a week. That's 120 hours a fortnight. I hardly been home because I work 4 days in a week of 16 hours, and I don't see much of my partner. I'll just say hello and goodbye until last year my dad has passed away. I cut down on my work and focus on my business because I had an current injury. It's still current because I had that last year on September 24 that I hurt my knee. And due to the obligation and work as assistant in nursing, all those people here in the panel that works in health, they knew what I'm talking about. Both of my shoulders been injury, and I had a surgery both of my shoulder, so I gotta be careful. But because we as a Filipino, as a hardworking, we always forgot ourselves. We just do our responsibilities and obligation. You know what I mean? Like we can't even like say 1, 2, 3 follow the protocol because we forget that. It's just the instant reaction. You know, Ryan, what I'm trying to say, right? All the nurses here. So, and then beforehand, and that's the hard learning lesson for me because I'm always left myself behind. Like I look after people. And then now, after my injury on my knee last September, I just realized that now I really have to look after myself. And to think I had looked after myself before, I wouldn't be in this situation. But God is knocking onto me and waking me up, and they said, "Oh, you gotta focus with your plan B, with your backup plan, because I'm at home at the moment and staying at home until I'm able to go back to work. So I'm taking that to get advantage and focus on my business so I can pursue forward. And most of all, I realize I have to look after myself before I can look after anybody else's, because then I cannot help anyone else if I don't look after myself. And my big why is my daughter and my grandson. And because my grandson has birth defects, I have to support my daughter as well. So now I'm very proud to be a digital online business because this is my backup plan. And now that I can focus on everything, so I know what to do. And I guess for all those people who can relate and can resonate on our experience, whatever profession you are, you just have to come and see the brighter future. If you want to join, there's nothing wrong. I mean, you can try. You never know until you try. And my motto is work smarter, not harder. Thank you so much, Sir Ryan.
Thank you so much, Ate. Wait, wait lang. It seems like there's an echo. Okay. Thank you so much, Ate John. So a lot of nurses can really relate on that because I'm a nurse too. At the same time, makalimot bitaw tas atong kaugalingon, no? Kay tungos ka busy, we forget to eat, we forget to pee, and we forget to daghan yung kayo. So anyway, again, guys, this business is not only for healthcare workers. Again, it is also doable for those other professions out there: lawyer, teachers, doctor, engineers, uh, accountant, and everyone. Even sa mga wala ka katapos og klase, because I've known one who got his fixed income, $5,000 fixed income, and she didn't graduate with a bachelor's degree. So this business is a great equalizer. So manang masulti sa mga nurses out there, nurses po mini Ate John, yan ni sulti ganina, ayaw guwat ang mabaldat makakaan natin injury kay this is a real fact nga one of the most complaints sa mga nurses karon is sakit sa likod, daghang sakit-sakit na, especially if we are going mature. Di lang ko may tiguang ha, mature na ta. So common yun na sa mga nurses, especially here in the US also, mag-pick up shift 2 to 3 jobs. Si Ate John, 4 jobs pagod. Grabe pagod to, okay? So thank you so much for that, Ate. Now let's move on to our next guest all the way from Canada. We have Ate Marisa. Your $1 million question is, if you had 1 more hour each day, how would you spend it differently? Go ahead, Ate.
Hello everyone. Hinaot nga gikulbaan ko dong. Hello sa
Okay na
tanan
natin.
nga nagtan-aw karon. Maayong adlaw diha sa Pilipinas o diha sa Australia. Diri sa Canada ang time there is 11:43 na, almost midnight. Og hinaot ang atong mga viewers karon ma-inspired sa atong mga mensahe ug makakuha sila og idea how this business works for us. Ako di ay si Marisa Integro Curtis, nagpuyo ko karon diri sa Ontario, Canada, pero originally taga Leyte ko. Ako usa ka wife ug stepmom sa duha ka mga bata. When I was in the Philippines, I registered midwife po ko, pero pag abot nagtrabaho ko og Singapore for 8 years as a healthcare assistant, and pag abot na ko diri sa Canada, first na akong trabaho, live-in nanny ko karon, health personal support worker. Pagsugod na ko aning business, nagsugod ko ang akong trabaho 6 days a week. But last February, 2 days a week na lang. Og karon kanang stay home kay bago pa mi namalhin sa among balay, daghang pa kayo trabahoon. Mo nang kanang nag-atiman po ko sa akong bana tungod kay naa siya health challenge karon. So ang akong question nga na pili, if I had 1 more hour, what's that? Ano sa putong question? If I had 1 more hour each day, how would I spend it differently? My answer is yes. Definitely, I would spend it with purpose. Isip usa ka asawa, kabalog yun tang mga asawa nga bililhon or kuan gayo ang atong time tungod kay daghan tang trabahoon sa balay, family responsibilities ug daghang kayong priority sa kinabuhi. Para nako gyud nga makagahin og quality time uban sa akong bana. Labi na karon nagkinahanglan siya sa akong suporta, ug kung hatagan pa gyud ko usa ka oras sa matag adlaw, akong gyud gamiton sa pagpadayon sa pagpalambo sa akong online business. Learning new skills, connecting with more people, ug helping those who are looking for another source of income, because I know the feeling of working so hard yet feeling like time is never enough. Magyud na ang reason nga nganong nangita ko og laing opportunity. Kini nga business dili ni siya shortcut to success, pero gihatagan ko niini og oportunidad nga makabaton og more choices, more flexibility, ug hopefully more time in the future. At the same time, I would like also to spend part of that extra hour reading the words of God and praying, because for me, success is not just about earning more income. It's about having peace, living with purpose, strengthening my faith, and having the freedom to be present for the people who matters most. That's why I keep showing up every single day. And today I was grateful that I did my first Go Live challenge, for I challenged myself to do a Go Live challenge for 90 days. Because I'm not just building a business, I'm building a better future. And I was so grateful that I am here in the business. I firmly believe that God has brought me here, and I would share this business to the people, that this business is a life-changing business and it's very doable, and it's legit, because here in Australia, in Canada, we are like, at the end of the year we are paying our taxes. And that's all for me, Dong Ryan. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ate Isa. Thank you so much. And I love what you said, that if you have one more hour in a day, you have to live it with purpose. And that is to spend time with your husband and your family. And yeah, this business can give you that opportunity, guys, to be with your family. So thank you so much for reminding with us. And of course, before I go to the last one, this business, guys, is a faith driven business. It's not only about making money, but this business is an all around business, is a holistic type of business. So yeah, it is driven by God. Thank you so much, Ate Isa. Now let's move on to our last one. At the Angel, all the way from Missouri, USA. Your $1 million question at the Angel is, what message would you want your children or future generations to remember about living a meaningful life? Very good question. Go ahead, Ate.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. Mayong hapon, mayong buntag, ug maayong gabi sa tanan. My name is Angel, originally from Cebu, Philippines. Now I am here in Missouri, USA. A mom, a military wife, and a social worker by profession, and a very, very proud digital business owner. Wonderful answers for everybody, and this will be short and sweet. What message would you want your children or future generation to remember about living a meaningful life? I think one of the message I would give my children and my future generation is that there is more to life than working for someone. And time is unpredictable. You don't know how much time you have left. So spend your time wisely. Spend your time where it creates memories, instead of those memories is about like you're always tired, you don't have any time anymore. So spend time with your loved ones. I think everyone answers that here in this topic today about living for a purpose. I think why you come to this world is to live with a purpose, not to work and work and work. I think your purpose is, if you're a parent, your purpose is to be with your children. If you're a daughter, your purpose is for your parents. There is a purpose there besides living for someone. So, or making other people's dreams. So what I want to give them is to be able to understand that there's more to life. There is options to life besides working for someone. So they need to be working smarter than harder, and not focus on just giving all their efforts and time to other people. There's more to life than just for other people. So just be with your family, spend your time. And again, time is precious. You just don't know how much time you have left. So spend each moment that your family would know that you were present. You were there for them. So, salamat kayo, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Ate Angel, sa akong gisulti di ay. Before we'll end this one, this business can be a legacy to your children. So if you have a child, ang imong profession, being a nurse or whatever your profession is, or being a teacher, dili gina nimo papasa sa imong anak imong profession. But this business, imo ni mapasa, and you're not only giving good memories with your children, but you're also giving good future for them. Thank you for that, Ate Angel. So for those of you who will be or who are interested to start a business, we have our free webinar every Tuesday and Thursday. Kapag namos America, that's 8 p.m. EST. But of course, if you are in the Philippines, that will be Wednesday and Friday. If you are in Australia, that will be Wednesday and Friday. Google your own time zone, kay lain-lain tag time zone, and then watch the live. But if you cannot watch the live, we have a replay. So guys, we are not here on this world to just pay our bills and die. Yan pa ni Ate Angel, live life to the fullest. Thank you so much and God bless you all.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you. See you next time.